What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Today I am doing something a little bit different. As you mainly know, I do custom zombie and maybe some horror games here and there, but I'm going to start a little series, and I want to start it off by talking about and discussing, in my opinion, the top 5 best, or in other words, my favorite Black Ops 3 zombies perks. Now, I know there's a lot of perks out there: Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, the elixirs, Cold War versions of the perks are different. You got World at War. There's a lot of different ones out there, and of course you got the custom ones. So I'm just going to keep it nice and simple based on Black Ops 3, because really and truly it's the best. Now, with this being in my opinion, it is also going to be based on a solo experience. Now, I know it can get iffy when you add multiplayer. Perks are better when you're with other people. For example, Quick Revive, super useful on solo games of zombies. But if you're in with multiple players, you can get away with not having Quick Revive majority of the time. You only find yourself in very few situations where it is really a necessity. Unlike in solo, you basically need it every game. So that is going to be the list. Top 5 zombie perks in Black Ops 3 in solo, in my opinion. But you get what I'm going with, okay? So without further ado, let's get right into the video with number 5 on this list. Now, coming in at number 5 on this list, I'm not sure if this is a hot take for some of you guys, or if this is properly rated, or what. But for me, this perk, I find it very useful in certain situations, and not just useful, but it just makes life easier, you know? And that perk is going to be Stamina Up. Now I know number 5, maybe it's too low, maybe it's too high, maybe it's not even in your top 5, but for me, Stamina Up is just, it's just such a good slide. Like, it's a good flex player. It helps in so many ways, whether it be running through lava, you're running through mud, anything that slows you down or hurts you over time. Stamina Up takes you through that. And in general, running away from panzers, margwas, any kind of boss, training, anything like that, it helps give you the edge over everything else. Have you ever tried training on high rounds without Stamina Up? It's not that fun. It really isn't. And I personally don't like to be without it. A lot of times, like, I find myself getting it over something like double tap, which I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys right now. Double tap may or may not make this list. I'm going to be honest. Double tap may or may not make this list. But yeah, Stamina Up. It's great. Makes you run faster. You sprint longer. It's just a solid number 5 slot, in my opinion. Coming in the number 4 spot. Coming in like a freaking sniper bullet, shooting up in the rankings over time for me, Speed Cola. Now, hear me out, guys. Speed Cola. Here's some pros. It's green. The name just rolls off the tongue. Speed Cola. Like, Speed Cola. Just say it. Say it slow. Speed Cola. Like, it's green. It rolls off the tongue. And it's useful. Do you know how many situations I have died in because I was like, oh my god, I can't reload. I can't reload fast enough. This won't reload. It happens. And guess what? If I had Speed Cola, I would have lived. Maybe. It's not like a guarantee, but like, I would have had a way greater chance of living. Now, Speed Cola in general, it is just more useful than that. It is just so convenient to have, to be able to reload all your weapons faster. Like, how could you not like that? Let's say you have an LMG and you're camping. Let's say you're doing a camping strat. You don't have a wonder weapon, or maybe you do. Maybe you just want to camp for fun. Camp on the catwalk on the giant, and you have an LMG. You're trying to reload the dingo. Oh my god, you can't because you don't have Speed Cola. It's impossible. And in that situation, it is very helpful. Now, I know you can be like, well, that's very situational. And yes and no, because all the perks are pretty situational. I mean, really, that's why they're good. Like, there's only certain perks that are good all the time, and it's really hard to be one of them perks. Like, you got to be a top tier perk to be good in any situation. And Speed Cola doesn't meet that requirement. That is why Speed Cola is going to stay at 4. But I mean, come on, Speed Cola is one of my personal favorites. That's all I'm going to say on that. Next up on the list, we have number 3. We're about to crack into the top 3, guys. Now, hear me out. Is this crazy? Am I crazy? I'm like reading over what I have, and it just, to me, it doesn't seem crazy. And it changes from time to time. But for number 3 on my list, give me Quick Revive. Give me Quick Revive in the number 3 slot. It is like, it's up there. It's up there with the greats. The reason Quick Revive is not higher is because if you are a pro zombie mastermind, you probably won't even use it, really. I've had multiple games where I've gone pretty high round and I've never even needed it. Sometimes it's just a waste of a slot. Let's say you're not using Perkaholic, a soda fountain, or whatever. You just have 4 basic perks, and that's it. I mean, Quick Revive's always usually the first thing everyone gets when they load into a match. You see Quick Revive, you buy it, you drink it, you're good to go. And Quick Revive, what it does, for those of you who don't know, which everyone does know, but I'm going to explain this and tell you why it's useful, of course. Quick Revive, 500 points, cheap. It's so cheap. And it revives you when you die. Are you kidding me? You go down, you think your game's over. Nope, you have Quick Revive. It just brings you right back up. It just brings you right back up to life, and you're good to go, and you're good to keep going. The reason Quick Revive isn't higher on this list, there's a couple of reasons, and I'll kind of touch on those later. But for now, Quick Revive's just going to have to stay right there in that solid number 3 spot. If I'm playing a solo game, you're usually not going to catch me without it. There's like a 99% chance you're gonna catch me with it. I'm usually going to have that thing on me. And Quick Revive is just a solid perk. How could you not like it? Gets you up when you're down. You happen to get stuck in a corner, an accident. Accidents happen, guys. And when an accident happens, Quick Revive is there to pick you up. It's great. Everyone loves Quick Revive. Now, multiplayer, different story. If you were multiplayer, it'd be a little different. Of course, everyone knows it revives you faster. It revives your teammates faster whenever you're in multiplayer games. And it's super useful, right? But again, situationally. So that's kind of how these work. They're all situational, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Is my list crazy? Am I making any sense, guys? I don't know if I am, but let's continue on with the list. All right, guys, before we get any further into the top 2, before we get into the real meat, the girth of this list, I just want to say thank you guys for all the support on the channel. It really means the world. I say this all the time, and I really do mean it. I appreciate it very much. And if you do enjoy this video, please leave a like on it. It means a lot. This is probably going to be my most hard. This video is going to take me the most time to record and edit, and it's my first attempt. So if you guys do enjoy or have any critiques or criticisms, let me know in the comments down below. But with that being said, let's go ahead and wrap this up and get into the top 2 perks, in my humble opinion, for Black Ops 3 Zombies Solo. Coming in at number 2, man, I might get hate mail for this. I might be the odd one out. I might be the wolf in the sheepskin here. Is this gonna be crazy, guys? I don't know. Again, looking at it personally, I don't think it's crazy because this is just how I think. But I'm not gonna leave you guys waiting any longer. Number 2 on the list is the one and only iconic OG, most people's favorite, Juggernog Soda. Yeah, I know. Juggernog Soda coming in at number 2 on the list. That seems a little crazy, isn't it? Well, in my opinion, no, not really. So hear me out. I have a little rant on this that I can get into. It might not make much sense, but I'm going to try to explain it the best I can. Firstly, Juggernog comes in at a whopping 2,500 points. I say that like it's crazy, but really it's not. It's pretty average. It's not expensive, and it's not really cheap. So the price range is pretty nice. So Juggernog, what does it do? It gives you extra hits. It gives you extra health. It makes you stronger. It makes you better. It just makes you feel like you are him. I can't put into words what Juggernog does, but it just does everything correctly. Like it's so hard to explain without undermining it. It's the Godfather almost. It is just if you load into a game, solo, multiplayer, custom, no matter what, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, what's the one thing you probably want? It's going to be Juggernog every time. So many situations where you just get double swiped, or you get triple swiped, or you just get stuck for a second, just a little second, and you're down, down, down. Like, Juggernog saves you from all that for the most part. Like, you have more time to react. You have more time to do things. I mean, it's Juggernog. There's only so much I can say. You guys know. Everyone knows what Juggernog does, and everyone knows how influential Juggernog has been in this game. It's like MJ, you know? It's like Michael Jordan. It's like Tom Brady. It's like the GOAT. But I'm a little different on this side. The GOAT debate, there's always one or two. Is it MJ or is it LeBron? Is it Tom Brady or is it Joe Montana? See, this is how I feel. And with that being said, getting into the number one spot on this list, numero uno, the king of all perks in my opinion. I need to get a drum roll for this. Ladies and gentlemen, the number one perk, to no one's surprise at this point in the video, Widow's Wine. Mwah, chef's kiss. Widow's Wine, listen to the name, Widow's Wine. That girl, when you're on Shadows of Evil and you're buying it, she's like, Widow's Wine? And then she says her, oh my god, it just gets me going. Widow's Wine is such a good perk. Being number one on this list, Widow's Wine, coming in at an astounding 4,000 points. Widow's Wine does a little bit of everything, in my opinion. No, it doesn't make you run faster. No, it doesn't make you reload faster. And, well, no, it doesn't get you up when you're feeling down. But it does something, in my opinion, that none of those can do, and it is so useful. Everyone knows when you drink Widow's Wine, you drink it, it is the most delicious tasting drink you've ever put in your mouth. Right. We can all agree on that. It is good. But what it does is it gives you these little grenades, these little spider grenades, these sticky little webs. You can throw them and they stick, and they're like a Simtex, but they explode and they can trap the zombies in it, slow them down, get them stuck, whatever. You don't really use that a whole lot. What you do use is the alternative. If you don't throw those grenades and you have a zombie hit you, it just explodes and anything around you just kind of freezes. And it may not sound the craziest, really, but it is so useful, even more than Jug, in my opinion. If I get caught in a corner and I have Jug, I'm still more than likely, if I'm stuck, I'm going to go down. If I have Widow's Wine and no Jug, I'll get hit once or twice, and guess what? I'm probably going to be good enough. They're going to be slowed down enough to where I can get perhaps a quick little reload off. Let's just say I have Speed Cola. I can finish getting that reload off. Boom, 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 boom. I'm good. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't have anything. Maybe I only have Widow's Wine. I get stuck. Boom, it explodes. They're all stuck in a goopy mess of webs. And guess what? I can find a way out of that majority of the time. It's so hard to explain because I know you guys know how Widow's Wine is, but like it is just so good. You're getting hit by a Margwa. I know it doesn't eat the shot. Like it feels like it eats the shot for you though. Like it just feels like you feel stronger. Like when I have Widow's Wine, I feel invincible. When I have Jug, I feel pretty good, but I don't have the same feeling as when I have Widow's Wine. When I have Widow's Wine, for example, it's like I'm Superman. Like I can run around with a pistol and Widow's Wine, and I swear to God, I feel like I'm about to take out any panzer that comes my way. And any horde of zombies coming my way, they're dead. Like, all because I have Widow's Wine. It is just so good. It is a lifesaver. It's so clutch. So many times I'm about to go down, get stuck, die, whatever. And Widow's Wine is just there to save me. It's like the perfect savior. Man, I can't even put it in the words, guys. I know this is stupid. This probably doesn't even make any sense. And I know this is pretty unorthodox compared to a lot of people because I don't have a lot of like real reasons. I'm just kind of going off of how I feel. This is from the heart, straight up. And, well, that's just how I feel. Widow's Wine is the go-to perks. It's so clutch. It tastes good. It looks good. It feels good when you drink it. It smells good. It is just the perk. So many games. If I could find Widow's Wine before Jug, I would. I would get Widow's Wine, get a quick revive. Obviously, give me Jug. I'm going to take Jug, but I would rather have Widow's Wine over Jug. Sometimes it might differ sometimes, but for the most part, I want Widow's Wine. I want Jug too, But what if I have a shield? Do I even need Jug? Is Juggernog being replaced? Is Juggernog replaceable? If you have a shield and Widow's Wine, it almost feels like it is. A little bit, right? Maybe I don't make any sense. It's very possible. And maybe this is a bad video, but regardless, this is my top 5 perk list. I'm going to run back through that one more time. Stamina Up, Speed Cola, Quick Revive, Juggernog, and New Kid on the Block. I know it's not really new anymore, but Widow's Wine. That's a top 5 setup. You give me 5 perks on a solo game, those are the ones I'm picking every time. You give me 4, just take off Stamina Up or Speed Cola, depending on what I'm doing. Because again, situational. I don't always need speed. I don't always need Stamina Up. Sometimes I want one, sometimes I don't want the other. That's just how it is. But one thing that doesn't change in the whole list, Widow's Wine, Jug, Quick Revive. Give me them 3. If you give me them 3 in a solo game, I'll feel like I can do literally anything. I'll get to around 150,000, no problem. Don't even care what gun I have. But now, with all that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys have any comments or thoughts, I want to know your top 5, and I want you to know your opinion on my top 5. Not that it really matters, but I like to see how you guys feel about it. Do you guys think I'm crazy? Am I making any sense? Like, are y'all on the same wavelength as me? Like, maybe, I don't know. But if you guys have any thoughts, criticisms, expert advice, if we have any zombie gods in there that think I'm wrong, please, anything, let me know. Anything to make the videos better, content better, and whatever. Again, I'm kind of just trying this as a first time thing, and this is kind of how it turned out, right? With that being said, that's going to be all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all in the next series when I do top 5. I got no clue. I haven't even decided. I don't know when this will be out either. It could be February. I don't know, but hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.